They're offering, like the 07s, they're offering me 45 and then a $25,000 voucher, which after taxes with 45 is around 32, and then the car voucher is 15.5 after they take their taxes. So only thing you can really buy with 15.5 is the G6, a base model, whatever. But you got to take what you can and just
sever all your ties.
Yep,
No
and
healthcare benefits,
no health care.
pension.
Soon as you sign the papers, that you're willing to leave, you're done.
Well, in this area, I mean, there's just so many foreclosures and stuff, and so much job loss. People aren't going to buy cars. That's the last thing on their mind.
It's going to be huge. It's what do people say? Well, I talked to someone a few days ago, and they said, well, it's not my problem. You work for GM. Well, you don't understand. If I go out to eat, I'm supporting another person because I can afford to do it. If I can't afford to go out to eat, that waitress ain't gonna work because who's gonna spend the money? You got all these little shops that depend on other people. The little corner store, or even the gas stations. If we're not there, who's gonna pick up the tabs? The schools are gonna be hit the hardest. Our education system's gonna go to hell.
The UAW, when I first got in there 5 years ago, they would fight for you. You would. It's hard to get fired, but they would put up a fight for you not to get suspended or, get written up or anything like that. But probably within the last year, nothing. Like, you would call them, and there was numerous occasions when I called for a union official to step in, and they just nothing. They wouldn't. This a management's decision. They can do whatever they want.
We put all this money, leaning on banks. Let's dump all this money into the bank. Well, we're gonna be back in the same situation. We help the banks. Now, I'm in a point where I'm about to give up my car. I'm not gonna be able to afford it. I just got back to work. I'm struggling. Let me see, am I gonna pay my house note or my car note? Or am I gonna feed my wife? Well, my car is gonna be first to go. And anything else that's after that. I want to keep that stuff, but, there's people that I work with that haven't paid their house note in 6 months.
Could I have a house and a brand new car if I make $28 an hour? Do you think I could have that? I mean, no, I might be able to have a car, but I wouldn't be able to have a house, I mean, I don't know. How much is too much? I don't think that that's too much compared to what other people make, UAW workers, I think that averages out a 40-hour work week all year. I think it's maybe 50.
I can barely pay my bills. How am I making too much? I'm supposed to be a blue-collar person, and the way things are going now, you're either going to be rich or you're going to be poor, and that's the way it's starting to be. They say the effect that it's going to have on us is everyone's going to get vigilant in a sense. People are going to get hungry, and get tired of being treated. It's just going to be another riot. Why? We just want to be treated fair with a decent wage, just like everyone else. And I understand that people that makes $7, $8, they want the same wage we got. That's understandable. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that.
As far as people having the American dream, a house, and all that stuff, it's going to lead up to a fight. I think sooner or later, people are going to have to fight back. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, live on the street? I mean, if you can't afford to do those type of things, what's the point of working? If I wouldn't work there for $15 an hour, I couldn't.
They're talking about, oh, you might get this new car, or these other 3 plants. Well, you're putting union members against each other. If we end up getting this car, I'm going to say yay. But what about my brother in Gainesville, my sister in Gainesville? They're going to be in the same situation that I'm in now. They're going to feel the same way I feel now.